All right, we're gonna try this rust removal using the battery charger, the washing soda. We're gonna positively charge the anode, and negatively charge the block. Say we should see some bubbles coming off of the anode. I don't see much. Maybe we'll check back on a few minutes. The Arm & Hammer Super Wash soda. Put it in a vat of water. That's a Chevy engine block in there. It's doing something because it's turned from clear to somewhat milky. I've got an anode going down two sides, insulated with plastic at the bottom so it doesn't touch the can. The block is negative, the anode is positive. It's definitely churning and burning, doing something. We'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. All right, here we are about 2 hours in, and I do finally have the bubbles developing around the anode, which is something we were expecting to happen according to people that have done it. So we'll just let this thing work for a bunch of hours and see what happens. All right, here we are with my experimental rust removing using an old battery charger and some Arm & Hammer soap. Seems to be doing something. It's bubbling around the anode. All right, here we are, the morning of the next day. So we're what, 16 hours in or something like that. Definitely got some activity going on. I'd like to skim that stuff off the top and pull this block out and see what it's looking like. So I've decided to make something, a skimmer, using some old screen door screen. Gonna make basically like a fly swatter looking thing. Try to get all that crud out of there. I'll flip the switch off on this guy, and then kind of dismantle it enough to get the block out, have a look at it, and see how it's doing. I did not knock the freeze plugs out, and so this might be my chance to do that if I'm liking the results, and otherwise I might leave them alone. All right, here's a little update. We're next day. It's been soaking for quite a while. It's doing pretty good. I made a little fly swatter, scraped all the scum off the top, rinse it off so I wouldn't be dragging the motor up through it, but it's a dirty process. There's going to be some scum. This is so far, it's actually working pretty well. Hanging from the bucket. Now I'm going to have to make sure I have my insulation at the bottom of the anode bars. I might have bumped something loose, so I got to go down in there and make sure those are still on there so things don't touch, and get her back to bubbling again. soak a little longer. Day 2. Starting to get some brown foamage on the top. That's nice. That's got to be the rust leaving the block. And the bad stuff's supposed to be adhering over here to the anode plates. So hopefully some of both things are happening. It's still churning and burning at about the same rate on the battery charger. Check it again later today. Alright, it's day 3. I just pulled it out. Pretty clean. This block was in very bad shape. It still is got quite a bit of rust. Alright, well here's the end result. I ran a ball hone through here just gently to touch the cylinders up. Just one of these on a drill with some lubricant. And I don't know, it's clean enough to take to the machine shop probably. And I need to put in a I've got a 3-stone hone. There is just some stuff in there that might be a little scratchy. This thing was rough. I mean, it's really clean by comparison coming out of the tank. I never pulled the freeze plugs. I wasn't sure I wanted to commit to opening it wide open, and now I need to coat it with something until I'm ready to take it somewhere. There's a shortage of machine shops around me, so we'll see what happens. That's going to wrap it up though. I think the rust removal technique works. It's pretty good stuff. Now that I have the rust mostly removed from the block, it's time to do the heads. So we got that starting. Just put them in, so we'll see. I don't imagine I'll record any of this because it's going to be a lot of the same that we've already seen with that thing. But it does work well. Seems to work really good. So that's the end of that.